Hi, Alexandra.
Hi, Harold. The second season of From moves so fast and so much happens, including when a busload of new people arrives and we're on the edge of our seats to see how they react to the situation.
It is very exciting. I mean, it starts right off at the end of at the end of season two. It's season one. We kick right into like everything, like we'd never lost any time. And yeah, when you have a busload of people in a town that people respond poorly to, it is just like a powder keg, just like waiting for explosion after explosion after explosion. So it's very exciting.
Now, during that scene, you're stuck in a well. Were you actually in a deep, deep tunnel, or is it three-sided for the camera?
Well, if I'm being honest, they actually dropped me into a real well, and no, I'm just kidding. It's totally three-sided, but
Oh,
they shot most of it from the top first for me to help me out to feel the kind of claustrophobia that you'll feel if you were stuck in one of those things. And so they shot me mostly from the top, and then came in and then opened one side and shot directly inside there. But at that point, I already felt pretty claustrophobic, and I was freezing because in season one he's coming out of the rain, and so like so they just have to like spray me down with like so much water and then stick me into the sink. Like the whole thing was a week of like shivering and misery and
oh my
screaming.
gosh.
It was pretty nutty. It was pretty nutty.
Now,
So
they say don't work with children or dogs, but is there any downside to working with a goat?
there are, I gotta be honest, lots of downsides. Goats will not listen to you, and they don't care what the lines are. So you should be ready to improvise. And luckily, I was working with the amazing Sean Majumder, and we just were able to improvise. There were lines, and we kind of got some of the written lines in, but we kind of had to figure it out with the goat who's just not interested in cooperating. So really funny.
What's it like to be number one on the call sheet? Is it a big responsibility?
Yeah, you know what? I feel like it's a big responsibility, or at least I take it seriously. I take it seriously enough to know that there are people watching. They're looking for me, looking to me to see how I respond on set, and how I respond even off set. And I think it's a real chance to actually like to work in a place that I would like to work in. So I treat people the way I'd like for them to treat me. And then, so, yeah, so being number one, I feel like we all kind of do that. And I'm not saying it's about me, but we have a great set. We have a great group of people who treat each other with respect, who work really hard with each other on, off set. We rehearse sometimes when, outside of set. If they're running behind, we'll go somewhere and work on our next scene so that we're ready. It's a real collaborative and enjoyable set to be on, even with creepy monsters all over the place in
Yeah.
their so.
Was there anything you learned while working on Lost that prepared you for From?
Well, interestingly enough, lots that I learned, and lots of it is about like being able to be present in really challenging situations. I tell this a lot. The first season of Lost, they didn't always give us the script, and for the last script, they didn't give us the whole script. And so they gave me a script that said, "Oh, they find these new people, and then the next thing they give me is Michael is screaming Walt," but they didn't say what happened in the middle. And then we got there the day we showed up at a dock and going out on a boat, and they're like, "So what happens is these guys they come, they beat you up, they throw you in the water," and I'm like, "Wait, I didn't even know how to swim." So, like, you're gonna throw me in the ocean? And they're like, okay. And so I learned to like just be ready for anything. And we have, that kind of it feels like that on our set. Like anything could happen at any time. And so from Lost, I take all that to try to keep that energy to make it feel really exciting and scary and like, like you never know what's gonna happen.
Oh, my time is up. I wish I had some more time for more questions. I have so many, but I want to thank you so much for chatting with me, and congratulations on getting renewed for season 3.
Oh, well, thank you. If that's what's happening, I love it. But thanks for chatting with me. That's really fun. Thank you so much.